I'ma make you feel alright. Come on, baby, just party with me. The whole checking his phone stuff. If you feel like you need to check his phone, he ain't the one. He ain't the one, because you already know your intuition telling you there's something going on. So if he has time to invest in somebody else, baby boo, you gotta have time to invest in you. Get rid of him. So that book is basically encouragement for women to put them first, because we always put ourselves last. And then when we start putting ourselves first again, the men gonna man up, or those guys are gonna man up, because we set the standards for what we want, our expectations, and they will meet them, because they used to. Men used to. They used to pick us up for dates. They used to take us out. They used to court us. They used to call us respectful time. You called us before 10 because you know that phone can ring after 10.
Oh, yes, I remember that.
Yes, they called us before 10.
If you call after 10, mom pick up and you are dead.
Okay? So while females are waking up at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning to answer your call?
My phone is on
or calling them.
Girl, my phone is silent.
Or calling them at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning to see if they're at home.
Yeah.
What they do.
We need to get back to us, because when we get back to us, it will rebuild us as Black people. I think the guidelines for dating and relationships are all over the place. It's crazy. The expectations, you meet somebody, they want you to be able to have sex with them. First of all, that type of access to you should be sacred. And when I say sacred, I mean some time and some attention has to go into you before you even share you. Why are we that comfortable sharing that much of us with men?
And I barely know you.
Barely know them. And women, we've gotten to a place where we barely know us. We don't know what we like no more. We don't know what we dislike, because society is telling you, oh, you like women. You like sleeping around. You like getting drunk and passing out. All those shows, Real Wives or whatever, or hip hop, Love and Hip Hop. I couldn't watch it because, first of all, in my real life, now I have friends from all walks of life. I have hood ratchet friends. I have friends who don't know what ratchet is. However, all of my friends, none of us walk around dressed up every day. None of us walk around drinking out of wine glasses and drinking wine that's just not realistic to me. So I can't get used to those shows. None of my friends or the people I see in my real life perspective are always yelling and cussing and fussing every time it's a party or something going on. That's not realistic to me. And for people who do stuff for show, I don't want that kind of energy. Because real life is reality for me. And if you got to cuss and fuss every time you get around a group of women, I can't be around you. Why? We can't talk. If we have a disagreement, we can't disagree. Calm.
Disagree.
Yeah, agree to disagree.
And now you're going to have problems and they're going to feel some type of way.
Yeah.
And they're not able to negotiate their feelings, not able to express it without saying vulgar words. And then once they start saying vulgar words, it's going to be part of your vocabulary.
That's true. That's true. So, yeah, it's a lot wrong with the world. I went along with some of the faults. You know, I got used to it because what I say, I'm not a virgin. I had sex before I got married. More than once, what shall I say? But I will say, you're right. Shout out to my mama. The basis of my book is, ladies, saying no isn't about them or him. It's about protecting us. Watch how he treats you after that. Because if he's not interested in you at all, he ain't gonna respond at all. He gonna be like, whatever. I ain't got time for her. If he is, he could be trying to challenge you just to change your mind. But say no for the sake of protecting you. See how long he'll wait. See how long he'll hold off. And then if you're not used to saying no, that's rebuilding your strength and your self-control. Okay, I ain't gonna do it this time. Okay, I ain't gonna do it this time. And the more you don't do it, the more you'll see in him. He'll reveal himself. Not saying that all guys are trash, because there's a lot of trash females out here. But guys, the more you spend time with her, you're going to see her for who she is. If it is all about the money. If she ain't after you, she after your homeboy. You're going to see those things because you can see how people interact with other people. You can see who they are when you spend time with them. Man, people be getting together. They be together for 2 weeks. And now you want to fuss and fight and break windows out and stuff because he cheating. You weren't never in a relationship with him, ma'am. He ain't never commit to you. He was just spending time with you. We have children with men. We should have some kind of connection to that man. Because guess what? Your child is going to be like him. Maybe not always, all the way, but he's gonna have enough of those characteristics and his family. Who you sleeping with, ladies? Because you bringing it home. And now you gotta raise that. So the things that you don't like about him, be careful because you might see that in your child. Because you didn't review that thing.
You didn't vet it.
Yeah. So you've invested in it. So now you gotta rebuild uses, and then get you. I hate to see females run up behind guys saying he needs to take care of his child. Because let's be honest, if a female get pregnant, she can say, I'm gonna have an abortion. She don't have to take his advice. Even if he wants the child, she don't have to listen. She can keep the child. So how can you force him to take care of that child?
Because it was your choice.
It was your choice. That's wasted energy. You ain't got to run up behind him, man. Okay, if you're going to put him on child support, put him on child support. But running up behind him, going to his jobs, jumping on him and the girl, that's wasted energy because you did it to yourself. So when we become accountable for the decisions we're making, we can change some stuff if we really want to change. Some people just like drama.
And some people like drama because they see it on TV. They think that's acceptable and that's normal.
It's not normal. And it's not real. Them people get paid to fight and act up like that. You just looking crazy. I love the response from women. So when the women have been reading my book, check out the reviews, it's on Amazon. They're just saying how much they can connect to the book, how much it's showing them, like how they really see themselves and stuff they want to change. But after they were reading the book and got back in real life settings, they needed a visual. I needed to show them what it looks like. So we made the movie. Check it out, it's on my website. The movie shows a visual to what Pretty Cross and Timothy stands for. And then after that, I made Reality Check, which is the fiction version of Pretty Cross and Timothy, because it shows when you have sex and when you get attached and when what you want isn't what it is, and what happens when the woman finds herself in a place of being angry with God, because everything God fault. Even though we making the decisions, it's God fault. You angry with your friends because they telling you what it is. You angry with your parents because they telling you what it is. You angry with everybody except yourself. So when we take the time out to look in the mirror and just really sit down and look at that thing, it's like, okay, I see me for who I am, but let me compare it to who I want to be. In order to get there, I got to change this, this, and this.
It must probably change.
Yep, a lot of women and more that are changing daily. And I ain't taking credit for it because it's all God's, because it's all getting back in the will of God and getting back to who he wants us to be. The value of women is going to go up. It's going back up.
Because I believe since COVID happened, a lot of people have been doing more self-care and everything. And now they're realizing that this is not the best situation for me. And some people just leave. And leave without a trace, and you wonder what happened to them. And then you see them later like, I had to take care of me.
And people are getting, women are getting back to it, and I love it. I love it. Andrea, I love her to death. That girl has a lot of drive and a lot of fight. But she could have been, I would say, 10 years ahead in her young self if it wasn't for the cycle of, hard relationship things, But I love the fact she's in law school, had a baby,
I know, when she had a baby,
it
was amazing. Oh, and the one thing I did say, that I love about the law school here, is that most of the students who have kids, like 3 and 4 kids, they're normally at the top of the law school.
Because they fighting for it. Because they're fighting for that dream. Like, I'm going to get there. And now they have the kids to push them. I want my child to be proud of me because they forgot to be proud of themselves. Life did it. Life will do it. And it don't just start with, let me take that back. A lot of it has to do with broken relationships because we're not taught how to engage with men. Men aren't taught how to engage with women because times have changed. Now you don't have to go to the girl house and knock on the door and meet her parents. Now you just pull up and she run outside. Now you just pull up at the park and she walk up because her friends don't got it to you. You don't have to engage like that. And instead of parents, the younger parents, learning the signs and dealing with the signs, we're trying to overlook. Because I remember looking back on them, I'm like, dang, you make this life stuff look easy. This crap hard as heck.
I know motherhood is hard, and that's why I don't want kids. I'm more career driven.
I don't get.
And a lot of males don't understand that. A lot of people who are around me like, oh, you should settle down. You should go have kids. I was like, I don't like kids like that. The kids come with bills. They come out.
They do. They never go away. Ask her.
I know my mom bill.
Never go away.
They don't think about what the female, how much she has to give up just to be a mother and everything. Yep. Because it's okay for a man to be career oriented.
It is.
But when a woman's talking about, oh, I'm not interested in settling down, they think something's wrong.
Yeah, and that's not fair. And I want women to know it's okay. Don't get distracted by what society says you're supposed to be. Because if you're anything different than what you want to be, you're not going to be satisfied. And you're going to be upset and angry and empty in life. But as Black women, nobody, absolutely nobody take our word for what it is. Right. They have to second guess us. They have to question us. They have to belittle us. And then they'll bring in a white woman or a man to say the exact thing that we've been saying to make it right. Mm-hmm. That bothers me. It makes me upset. I will say that. It makes me upset. But I am a Black woman that's going to stand on what I said on. I said what I said. Because in order for change to come, somebody got to...
You got to voice your opinion.
That's true.
Being a Black America
it's hard.
It's very hard.
It's hard. But I'm up for the challenge. I like how you said negotiate. You have used that a few times in different sentences. You're talking about different stuff, but you always go back to negotiating. I like that, and I wish other women sat on that word more, because we really don't negotiate anything. We accept too much. I think that needs to be a focus where we need to negotiate our positions at jobs, in our household, in our relationships, because it's a lot of relationships with your friends that ain't to the benefit of you. Mm-hmm. You know, it's people draining you. So when you negotiate in every area of your life, it seems like you'll be more fulfilled. When you step inside, jump on the floor. Let's get it crunk.